you know what? Sometimes it's better than food is wine. And joining us now is Lindsay Wied, the chairman of the Wine Garden Committee. Lindsay, welcome to Hello Houston.
And welcome to the Wine Garden.
Yeah, thanks for having us out here. It's
now,
very nice.
Lindsay, you were just telling Frank and I about today is Texas Wine Day.
Yeah, so we invite everyone in Houston to come join us. We're going to have 22 wineries here this afternoon.
Nice.
And they are from all over Texas, and it's a great opportunity for us to showcase the beauty of Texas wines. The Texas wine industry has grown phenomenally in the past even 5 years, and so we want to showcase the agriculture and the viticulture and the beautiful hands that craft this wine. And it's going to be a free tasting, so come on out and enjoy it.
And you're right. We've had a number of wineries on Hello Houston to talk about their success, and they are doing well. They're winning awards nationally with local state wines.
It's amazing, right? I don't think we realize the impact that it's had on the tourism and our economy, but we are now a number 4 or 5 any given year growing region in the United States. So we're up there competing with the big dogs.
Yeah, but what makes the Wine Garden a unique experience compared to some of the other food and drinks within the rodeo?
Man, the Wine Garden is an experience. That's the only way I can convey it. We have the ambiance, we have the music, we have 2 live bands every night. We have 75 hand-picked wines that go through our competition, which we can talk about. But all of that combined together just makes an experience for our entire community.
So do you work hand in hand with Rodeo Uncorked?
Correct.
Okay.
So there's actually 5 committees that sit under the Rodeo Uncorked umbrella, and those 5 committees start with our relationship with you can hear everything going on real time in the Wine Garden.
That's an exclusive for Hello Houston.
Yeah.
He's moving big old cement blocks with that Caterpillar.
So those 5 committees, it's everything from reaching out to the wineries, the actual industry, and getting them to participate. We have the competition that's held here in November where we judged over 3,000 wines internationally.
Yep.
And those wines are going to get some kind of award. So they're going to get a silver, gold, bronze, or a double gold. And so we go and we pick the best of the best to make it to our menu. We also have our auction, which happens Sunday. We raised $3.4 million in our auction going straight to youth and education.
Yeah.
And then we also have our sales committees that help get the butts in the seats at the auctions, and our events team that puts on all of that. And then obviously the Wine Garden. So we're one big happy family.
So Lindsay, talk to us a little bit about when you talk about picking the best of the best, when you're looking at wine, what are y'all looking for? What is the standout? And what are the categories?
So the different categories are going to be based on the varietal. We also usually focus on a region. So we want to showcase our Texas wines, but we also have a featured region every year. This year is our Oregon wine. So just like we're doing our Texas Wine Day today, next week we're doing an Oregon wine tasting. So if you want to come out and try a bunch of Oregon wines, we have that going on as well. But going back to your question about the different wines, we're going to have different varietals, different regions. And when we go to pick them, we really want to give a broad variety. So we have German wines, we have French wines, we have a Spanish cava, highly recommend it. We're going to have the Texas and the Oregon wines, but then you're going to see your Californias. We just want you to have a wide variety and understand the breadth and depth of all the wines that go through the competition.
Do you have any idea what has made Texas wines really rise to the top? Because you wouldn't think our soil would be that good for grapes.
So the problem was, is many years ago, we started growing California grapes. But then we realized that we're actually closer related to the grapes that you see in like the Mediterranean terroir. So now you start to see more of the Tempranillos and those style grapes, and we're starting to see those really take off. So now that we found the right grapes that match our soil, they're doing great. And then we're starting to see like that take off and not be successful.
So we were in the right church, wrong pew.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the Hill Country has great soil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and so Lindsay, we were just discussing committees and things like that. Talk to us about what role does the Wine Garden Committee play during the rodeo? How many volunteers are we looking at? What does it take for this to happen?
Yeah, it's a production. So we have almost 1,200 volunteers that take up the Wine Garden Committee. We're divided into 6 different subdivisions. So those subdivisions do everything from, we have a warehouse on the grounds, they receive the wine, they break down the pallets, rebuild them, bring them over on forklifts. Then we have that's all of our inventory team. Then we have a team that does our bartending, our table hosting. We have an operations team that keeps, the tents up and the signs held up, and they fix all the ruts in the ground so people aren't tripping. So think everything that it takes to keep it safe and supported out here. We have a hospitality team that puts on our special events, so that way in our educational events, our seminars. We have an admin team. Obviously, you have to have an HR for a group that's that size.
Sure.
They're our backbone. And then we have our cashier team, and they're the people that are ringing up all of our orders and really working with the community that comes in here. That way, they're answering questions about wine.
And it's pretty quiet now. So what are the hours of the wine garden?
So during the weekday, we are open until basically 11 or midnight. And then on the weekends, it's 11 to 12 on Saturdays, and then 10 to 10 on Sundays. So we invite you out on brunch at 10 o'clock on Sundays. We have themed brunches
I was
every
going to
week.
say, tell us a little bit about the food that you can get at the wine garden.
Yeah, so on any normal day, we have really great cheese and charcuterie trays, but on Sunday is when the magic happens. So on Sunday, we do themed brunches each week. We have a jazz brunch, a blues brunch, and a Latin brunch. We'll have specific food trucks that come out that match the theme, as well as artists that are going to play on our stage that also match the theme. And then, of course, the most important piece, which is a bubble flight. So it all goes hand in hand. You get to enjoy the wine, enjoy the food, and enjoy the experience.
So there's a wine garden brunch committee, I'm guessing.
I mean, I think we're all the brunch committee,
I mean,
right?
I think we could definitely handle that. But, Lindsay, we were talking to Alan Kaminsky out here about Ag Venture earlier and how they care for the animals and the importance of bringing that to the young, the education aspect of it. And we also spoke to Kyle Olson, who talked to us about the caring of just the grounds and making it all happen. Talk to us about the care of the wine, because wine is different temperatures and it's a lot. How much wine are you guys taking care of?
We're taking care of a lot. So I talked about the warehouse, right? So we bring all this wine in, and we're being entrusted with distributors they're pulling wine from every state around here because they want to sell at the wine garden. So they're trusting that care of those beautiful babies of bottles, right? But we obviously put it all into a wine or temperature controlled wine warehouse that we have, and then we're bringing it over. We have reefers in the back, refrigerated trailers that we operate out of just to take care of it, and then obviously putting it into all the coolers and the bars that you see. So we also recognize that this is a craft, it's people's artwork,
right? And
we're responsible for taking care of it. It is a showcase of agriculture and viticulture and the craftsmanship.
And there's also places to go to the restroom. You have plenty of porta potties here.
Oh, yes.
Which, I mean, is important. If you're coming out to basically a big restaurant and a wine garden, you're going to drink wine and eat and have fun. You don't want to be looking for that.
We've been told we have the best bathrooms on the ground.
I've used them. I'm not complaining.
But, Lindsay, you and I were just actually talking about how you're a mom and you come in. Why do you do this? Why do you love it? What does the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo mean to you?
To me, it's all about giving anybody that wants the opportunity for an education an opportunity to be educated. Whether it's going to a four-year school or a vocational degree, we give those kids an opportunity to choose education, and that to me it's the one thing nobody can take away from you is your education. So it's important to me that we support our community. I'm showing my kids what it means to be involved in your community and offer education up. But then with wine specifically, I think it really gives a new world for people who maybe don't know how to go support animals or understand livestock. But hey, there's a lot of educated or even uneducated consumers of wine.
Sure.
So now this becomes a whole new world of the rodeo that they know and feel comfortable interacting with. So people come to the rodeo just for the wine garden and for the experience. And now we've brought in more opportunities for people to get involved that maybe they wouldn't have done before.
Sure, there's a domino effect out here.
Yeah.
You don't even know you like Oreos that have been fried. And then
All of a sudden you're like, I do like Oreos that are fried.
I do.
Talk to us a little about what some of your top faves. If somebody's coming out to the wine garden, what should they be trying? What's trending? What's cool right now in the world of wine?
So our top trending wine right now, so Sauvignon Blanc in general across the industry is just super popular. All the young kids are calling it Savvy Bee, and it's the wine to get.
This is my favorite, but I didn't know to call it that. See, you come out here and you learn.
You learn the lingo.
I'm a Savvy Bee. Because I'm ABC, anything but Chardonnay.
Oh, so that's a shame though, because we have our
But they're
reserve
getting
grand
better.
champion. Yes, our reserve grand champion is Sequoia Grove Chardonnay. It's more of a French style, so it's not going to be your buttery
Like a
Napa.
Sancerre, yeah.
And it is phenomenal. I highly recommend it. Obviously, our grand champion, the Chimney Rock Cabernet, is wonderful. If you're also a Cabernet fan, I personally love the Reynolds family. Both phenomenal. And then for bubbles, I already mentioned the Segura Vitas Cava. You got to recommend that, especially if you're going to do a mimosa, although who puts orange juice in their bubbles, let's be honest.
Seems like that's for bad Prosecco.
Exactly. No. This is you're going to love it. Our top wine right now is the Dashwood Sauvignon Blanc. So definitely start with that. It's a great entry-level wine for anybody who wants to try it. And then another personal favorite I'll leave you with is the Grand Bac Brut Rosé. It actually was a grand champion many years ago, and every time it makes a comeback, I love it.
It's back.
Lindsay Wied is the chairman of the Wine Garden Committee. Lindsay, thank you for joining us and popping in today to Hello Houston.
Of course, and thank you guys for coming out and enjoying the beautiful weather of the wine garden with us.